What is religion? The belief in and worship of a superhuman controlling power, especially a personal god or gods. To what extent is religion distinguishable from culture or ideology? Religion and culture are different in that culture is more of a way of life for general people of a society, but in some cases, culture and religion are intertwined and seen as the same thing. Ideology is the ideals that one can have about what is right and wrong, whereas in religion, you are usually told what is right and wrong by a superior being. Faith is the difference between religion and philosophy. For example, you can study a religion and know the foundation of a religion, but you don't have to believe in that religion for you to be a philosopher of religion. In life, there are big questions, as in how did the world begin and how were we made? Was the egg born first or was the chicken? And stuff like that. There are 7 dimensions that could be considered the basis of elements of religion: experiential, mythic, doctrinal, ethical, ritual, social, and material. The 7 dimensions are not exclusive of each other, meaning that they have to coherently live together and work as one. The first one is experiential, religious experience of individuals. This is how all religions begin. Faith is experiential and a little doctrinal. Individuals experiencing a God's self-revelation. So if a God comes to you in your sleep and tells you you have to go to church, that is a religious experience. Or if you hear the voice of God telling you not to do something or change your ways, that is a religious experience. Mythicism, becoming one with or physically experiencing the divine. An example of this would be the Khoisan. When they had their trances, they'd go into trances, they'd start shaking and dancing, and that would be considered a religious experience because that is them becoming one with the divine, and they would send messages from the divine to the people of earth. Mythic, a story that tends to answer questions of origins and is the source of sacred truth. Non-historical, non-rational, or original stories passed down orally in written scripture, or yeah, orally. Um, Myths are creative stories generated by humans that help explain where we come from and how did we start, or how stories of how an elephant got its trunk, that it got bitten by a crocodile and started walking away, thus this trunk. These are stories that are not all true, but have some sense of truth to them because back then that was how people who came up with these, that was their truth and how they knew things. Nowadays we have science and stuff, so that, yeah, that changes over time. Doctrinal, element of religious belief, especially strong in creedal religions, example Christianity. Doctrines originate in experience and myth. They help make sense of experience and myth. Doctrines can be used as litmus tests for adherence to a particular religion. So an example of this could be a prophet. Ethical, the study that determines how we are to act while living in the world, includes teachings about right and wrong. Social justice is a part of this category. This includes guidelines for violence and, yeah, if any. This is where the Bible for Christians comes in. For the 10 Commandments tells them what to do. Ritual, formal worship of and religious practice. Social connections, coming together as a community, as a religious community. Material, physical objects such as a shrine, and yeah.
Okay, so can religion be discovered, created, or revealed? It can actually be all three. Religion can be discovered in that it comes out of something completely different, like Judaism. It sort of came out by itself. There was no, father religion to it. Somebody created it, which is sort of discovering it. religion can be created by, well, it's sort of like Scientology, where you can kind of make your own religion if you want to. And it can be revealed in that, well, it's sort of like Christianity, where it was sort of revealed out of Judaism. They're very similar, but Christianity sprouted from Judaism, whereas Judaism kind of came by itself. And finally, we're going to talk about worldviews. So, people's worldviews are different from, well, everyone's. And there's a lot of reasons for this. It could be how they grew up, where they grew up, what they were taught in school, but most of it is probably because of religion. A person's religion can determine their worldview, how they see things, how they think problems should be solved, and it's sort of different for everyone. And the reason why their views are different is through their religious experience. And what is a religious experience? Well, it can be anything. It all depends on you, how you see everyday things in life, your dreams, whatever you believe is true is a religious experience. To finalize, what's the difference between religion and ideology and philosophy? Well, it's one word: faith. You can know about a religion, study religion, and know its history, and then you can believe it. Those are two different things. Being a member of that religion and knowing about it are two completely different things, and they're all separated by faith. So to summarize, what is religion? Religion is the belief and worship of a superhuman controlling power, especially a personal god or gods. Religion is whatever you see the world as. Bye.
That's a wrap.
Alice.